Wegovy shortage update, what this means to you. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I'm on my vacation edition, but it's not stopping me from sharing with you the breaking news here within the GLP-1 community. I have been on GLP-1 medication now for the last 17 full months, having lost 90 plus pounds. And on today's episode, I actually have two breaking stories that we're going to dive into and talk about and how this can impact you if you're on Wegovy or semaglutide or Ozempic too, with the maker and the manufacturer Novo Nordisk, of some of the money moves that are getting made. The first is the updated FDA shortage list, and that impacts you directly from being able to physically get your medication. And then the second is going to be a new manufacturing facility. We're going to talk about that first because that is more long-term, and then we're going to do short-term. So we're going to do bird's eye view and then like a macro micro view of the Wegovy shortage for you. As always, I have a ton of free resources, and all of my sources I will cite down in the description link below. I do require of myself to be factually accurate, so check out those sources. Let's go ahead and dive in. Novo Nordisk, the manufacturer of Wegovy and Ozempic, continues on a manufacturing spending spree with $4.1 billion investment. And this article came out on June 25th, 2024. Novo Nordisk said on Monday it announced plans to pump in $4.1 billion into U.S. manufacturing footprint in order to boost capacity to produce current and future injectable medications for obesity and other chronic conditions. Monday's multi-billion-dollar commitment is one of the largest manufacturing investments in Novo Nordisk history and will fund the second fill and finishing facility in Clayton, North Carolina. Now, my other Eli Lilly is the manufacturer of Wegovy and, Eli Lilly is the manufacturer of Mounjaro and Zepbound, which is what I take, tirzepatide. They have been having their second facility is in Concord, North Carolina. I have no idea what North Carolina's laws and things like that are, but these manufacturing plants being built in North Carolina to me is fascinating. Is North Carolina the new like GLP-1 manufacturing hub? And if you're in construction, what a great place to be with all of these construction projects from Eli Lilly with Mounjaro and Zepbound, and then now Novo Nordisk in Clayton, North Carolina. We had talked earlier in a previous video, if you guys didn't see that, either it's coming out or it will be out, and I was talking about the Concord facility for Eli Lilly. That's what Eli Lilly's look like that are still being built. A viewer sent this to me. But this new plant for Novo Nordisk with Wegovy and Ozempic, thus helping the shortage, which is what we're going to get to. The new plant will add 1.4 million square feet in production for Novo's U.S. footprint, doubling the combined areas of the three existing sites in North Carolina. The new finish factory, say that 5 times fast, will be capable of aseptic manufacturing and finished production processes and adding 1,000 new jobs in the state. So again, North Carolina, y'all's political people, whoever got these movements, the making money moves, very, very smart. 1,000 new jobs. Monday's investment came as Novo Nordisk is planning to ramp up production investments from $6.8 billion in 2024 from $3.9 billion last year in 2023. Novo Nordisk CEO Lars Fruergaard Jorgensen, forgive me for butchering his last name. My apologies, Mr. Lars, said in a statement on Monday's investment, yet another real signal of the pharma's efforts to scale up production to meet our growing global demand for these life-changing medications. The North Carolina facility for Wegovy is expected to be completed in 2027 and 2029, and construction will employ around 2,000 external contractors. Clearing and foundational work for the plant is already underway. Monday's $4.1 billion investment is the latest investment and push in recent months, which I'm going to come back to, but I want to go over and kind of take a right turn, and we're going to come back over to this. I want to talk a little bit about the FDA updating of the shortage for Wegovy and Ozempic. Those new facility, that's coming later, right? Like that's coming for when this is going to be done, 2027 and 2029. It's 2024 as I'm filming this. So with the update, this is off of, and I will cite my source. This is literally like the live feed right now, which can change. So if you're seeing, I'm going to show you a screenshot and then this actually specific website. It's accessdata.com FDA.gov, and I will link it down in the description link below. Of course, I want you to check all of my sources and all of the accuracy with all of this. But basically what it is saying on this, and here's the screenshot of it too, if that makes it a little bit, no, that's not as easy to read, but the screenshot of both Wegovy and Ozempic from Novo Nordisk Inc. was updated on June, let me pull up my date, June 12th, 2024. It was re-verified on here. And it was basically saying the different doses. So let's go through. Wegovy 2.5 milligrams. It's still in limited availability. That's the top part right there. Still in limited availability. Why? Estimated shortage duration to be determined. Wegovy 0.5 milligrams. Same thing, limited availability. Meaning you're going to have a hard time getting these medications. Estimated shortage, and they're all based on estimated shortage duration to be determined. So it's 2.5 milligrams, 0.5 milligrams, and 1 milligram are under the FDA shortage. Now we know just because it's not on this FDA shortage list does not mean that it's not having a hard time for you to actually get your GLP-1 medication, to get your semaglutide. So it's saying it, meaning the FDA access data the accessdata.fda.gov is saying that Wegovy 1.7 milligrams, Wegovy 2.4 milligrams are available. Again, from my own personal experience, strength, and hope, that has not been the case for me looking for my own tirzepatide medication, that just because it's not on the list does not mean that it's not actively happening. And we know with red tape and how slow the government is, that this takes a hot second for it to get updated. Okay, the next one, Ozempic, 1.34 milligram, Ozempic 2.68 milligram, and Ozempic 0.68 milligram. It's saying it's fully available. I raised my eyebrows to that, my Botox eyebrows. I don't know. This is where I'm like I've become so skeptical over the last 17 months of this song and dance. We know for Eli Lilly, they've told us on the Q1 2024 investors call to expect shortages going into 2025. Wegovy, I don't have that updated information of from Novo Nordisk listing specifically. Okay, when will these shortages end? I don't know. I don't have that information yet. I know it's going to be a hot second. And I'm sure if the tirzepatide with Eli Lilly, Zepbound, and Mounjaro are saying 2025, Novo Nordisk is working. I mean, they are on overdrive. Now let's go back over to where I was talking about that new facility, these new plants, because we just did the micro, like the right now of what's happening, but let's do in the broad strokes of in the future with these new facilities and these new investments being announced. In November 2023, Novo Nordisk, the manufacturer of Wegovy and Ozempic, semaglutide, announced a $6 billion commitment to its operations in Denmark, meant primarily to help meet the needs of current and future demands of its medicine. The pharma kicked off the investment with a $3.6 billion capital tranche last year and will come up in the remaining amount over the next 6 years. The parent company of Novo Nordisk Foundation in February 2024 snapped up CDMO giant, and I'm going to mispronounce this, forgive me, but it's Catalent for $16.5 billion. Subsequently, the foundation's investment arm of Novo Holdings announced it would sell 3 of Catalent's full finished site to the pharma. A month later, Novo Nordisk announced a $556 million commitment in China, which will help construct a sterile preparation plants to boost supply. So that was one article. Another one that I found that was super fascinating too, let me pull this one up too, is they're showing no signs of letting up, Novo Nordisk, of trying to dig. This was in the Wall Street Journal, actually. I'll link it down below too, of yesterday's article, June 24th, 2024, as a filming date. The Wall Street Journal had a whole article on this about how it's relentless to try. I mean, when they say unprecedented demand, when I did my Eli Lilly article, we talked about how they have one facility and the Concord one's ending soon and it'll be 2, that they need really 10 to 15 facilities. They, meaning Eli Lilly, the manufacturer of Mounjaro and Zepbound, need 10 to 15 facilities to keep up with demand. Wegovy, you can kind of glean that similar information of, okay, Eli Lilly needs 10 to 15 facilities, which is crazy. Eli Lilly has 7 in the pipeline that they're working on. Wegovy, I've not seen how many potential facilities they need to match up with the demand and match up with that shortage demand that we're seeing. the FDA shortage demand. But many of you all are reaping the benefits of the shortage of being able to get compounds easily. And so I work with Join Fridays. They're my telehealth company that prescribes both brand names, meaning Wegovy for chronic obesity management or Zepbound for chronic obesity management. But they also prescribe compounds and work with reputable compound pharmacies. My compound pharmacy is Red Rock. I was forced to go to a compound because I couldn't get my medication. And I've been looking at Wegovy because my health insurance does cover that for now. And we've done other videos about healthcare coverage of how that's dramatically changing day by day. So I've been looking at maybe switching over to Wegovy, but we know that data is slightly less, not a tremendous amount, but slightly less for semaglutide than it is versus tirzepatide, meaning Wegovy versus Zepbound for chronic obesity management treatment. So some things to think about. That's a video for another day. I do think it's super, super important as we go through talking about shortages of focusing in on things you can control and things you can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. Really, I know I have gotten wrapped emotionally around the axle about not being able to access my medication and this, that, and the other. Things I can control and things I can't. I can't control the shortage. I can't control what Novo Nordisk is doing. I can't control what Eli Lilly's doing. I can't control what other people are doing with their medications. I can't control any of that, but I can control my medication in terms of what am I doing today to move? What am I eating today? What am I doing today to move me closer to my healthcare goals? One of the things I want to talk about since I'm on vacation edition here is I have been doing a ton of things outdoors. I've been out by the pool a ton. I've been walking. I've been biking. It has been amazing. That is my alarm telling me that I have to do a work call. Stop. Sorry about that. There's going to be another one, and let me make sure I turn off all my alarms. While I'm on vacation, this week I'm having to work, which is fine. It's fine. But while I'm outdoors, I wanted to make sure I recommended two things for Ozempic face. We talked about that in other videos about skincare and things like that. And you guys know I love buying and testing the latest things to tell you, like, do I like them? Are they Countess of Shopping approved? This was from a viewer told me to buy this, and it's called the Solar Stick. I will link it down in my Amazon shopping list down below. It's a really cool stick. It's really cool, and it's SPF 40. And I liked it because I could put it in my pocketbook, and it's shorter to help protect against the sun on my face. Highly recommend that. And then also my other big recommendation is SPF powder. I've just been applying it with my brush and then putting on its SPF 15. There's some other ones. I like the company called Pure. That's where I bought them. I liked it because it's a compact. Now, I bought loose powder SPF ones, but y'all, they got all over my shirt. And so I like this because I can control the fallout from the SPF powder better. And so this is nice because you're supposed to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. And so having these makes it much easier for my face because of Ozempic face. I'm trying to protect, Ozempic face is the loss of fat loss in your face, and it makes your face look older. Well, sun damage can make your face look older. So it's one of the ways I'm proactively, as I'm being more active and I'm outdoors more as a result of my weight loss. You follow the trail the beat that I'm dropping here. As a result of my weight loss, I'm able to do more stuff. And so that has been really, really helpful to protect my face. So sweet friends, today's video, I do want to make sure you put down below. We do different emojis to tell me that you've made it this far in the video. Today's emoji is going to be a tree. It's my bat signal that you made it this far in the video, and I will pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thought. And then number 2, your accountability question is, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? People have been asking in my free encouragement group, which I'll link down below, about leg cramps. Strongly recommend Element Electrolytes. If you're having leg cramps, particularly with the hotter months right now, it's a game changer. Highly recommend. Not sponsored by them today. Just love their stuff. Sweet friends, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessing because life is delicious. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Have a great day.